All right, welcome back, everyone. Ready for another deep dive?
Always ready to explore something new. What do we got today?
Okay, so someone sent us this list of, well, I guess you could call them must-have crystals.
Must have, huh?
Yeah, pretty extensive list, too, I gotta say. Honestly, made me wonder if they were, thinking of opening up a shop.
Huh. Maybe. It is fascinating, though. There are so many different crystals out there, each one with its own unique, what you say, personality.
I like that, personality. And that's exactly what we're going to be diving into today. What makes each of these crystals so special? Why might someone consider them a must-have?
Sounds like a plan. Where do we even begin with a list this long?
Well, I noticed something interesting. Our sources seem to focus on one simple thing, color. Like, take Amethyst, for example.
Mm.
It's right here on the list. And, it comes in all these shades from like a super pale lilac to like deep purple.
Amethyst. It's
Yeah.
a classic for a reason. And you're right, that purple color is really striking. Did you know it actually gets that color from iron?
Really? Iron? Isn't that usually associated with like grounding and strength?
Exactly. But in amethyst, it's almost like the iron's energy is, well, refined,
Yeah.
more subtle. Maybe that's why it's been used for, gosh, centuries probably in meditation and things like that.
That's super interesting. It totally makes sense when you think about it like that, like a calming, peaceful energy.
Exactly. People say it can help quiet the mind, connect with intuition, all that good stuff.
So then what about rose quartz? It's right here on the list too. And it's, well, obviously known for love, right? And it's pink.
Of course. Rose quartz, the love stone. Can't have a must-have crystal list without it, can we? That soft pink, it's so strongly associated with the heart chakra.
Right, the heart chakra.
And that's all about love, compassion, tenderness. Plus, if you look back in history, rose quartz was associated with some pretty powerful figures. Aphrodite, the Greek goddess of love, Isis, the Egyptian goddess of healing and magic.
Wow. So it's been a powerful symbol for a long time.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay, so we've got purple for peace, pink for love. Oh, what about tourmaline? I've got to ask about this one because, well, the source material actually mentions that it comes in pretty much every color of the rainbow.
Ah, tourmaline. It's true. It's like the rainbow of the crystal world. And that's not just a fun fact. It actually means that depending on the color of the tourmaline, it can have different uses.
Wait, really? So like different colors for different things?
Yep. Like black tourmaline is often used for protection, warding off negative energy and stuff. Green is often linked to growth, prosperity, abundance. And, of course, pink tourmaline, much like our rose quartz, connects to love and compassion.
Wow, so you could basically have a whole collection of tourmaline and be set for anything.
Huh. You could. It's a pretty versatile crystal.
Okay, so I've got amethyst, rose quartz, tourmaline. Oh, hematite. Hematite's on the list too. Now this one is super different. It's got this like steely metallic gray look.
Oh, yeah. Hematite. That one stands out for sure. And, just like amethyst, it gets its color from iron.
Interesting, right? So interesting. But I guess, hematite doesn't exactly give off those same peaceful, calming vibes that we talked about with amethyst.
Not quite. Hematite's got more of a grounding, protective vibe.
Yeah.
It's really solid, dense. Some people say it's like holding a piece of the earth itself.
It definitely feels very different, like energy-wise, compared to something like, say, rose quartz.
Yeah, completely different. Rose quartz is very light, gentle. Hematite is like, nope, I'm here, I'm solid, I'm strong.
I love it. Okay, so we've got amethyst, rose quartz, tourmaline, hematite. This list goes on and on. We got citrine, which is like sunshine yellow, aquamarine, so calming. It's like the color of the ocean. And then there's obsidian, so dark and mysterious.
There's so much variety here, and it just shows how diverse the world of crystals is. Like, take aventurine. Often it's green.
And green symbolizes good luck and prosperity.
Exactly. But aventurine can also come in shades of blue, orange, even brown. And each color, well, it adds another layer of meaning. Like blue aventurine, that one's often associated with communication and creativity.
Whoa. That's so cool. Speaking of different colors, we also have moonstone on this list. And the source material describes it as having like a whole galaxy of color within it. Blues, greens, even peach.
Moonstone, such a captivating stone. It's all about intuition, mystery, It's famous for its agilurescence, that shimmery effect that seems to shift and change as you turn it.
Right. It's like magical.
It is. Some people say it's like looking at moonlight on water. And that's why it's been connected to the moon cycles, the ebb and flow of well, everything really, but especially our emotions.
Wow, that's beautiful. Honestly, this whole deep dive has been amazing. Who knew there was so much to learn just by looking at the colors of these crystals? I mean, every single one tells a story.
It's true. And it's important to remember that a lot of what we know about crystals comes from tradition, personal experience, things that have been passed down over generations.
Hmm.
It's not always backed up by hard science.
Right, right.
But even if we don't fully understand, the scientific mechanisms behind it all, I think it's undeniable that these crystals can have a powerful effect on us, even if it's just, a psychological or emotional effect.
I totally agree. They're beautiful. They make you think. They spark your imagination.
Exactly. And maybe that's enough.
So, to everyone listening, next time you see a crystal, don't just see a rock. Think about its color, its history, what it might symbolize. It might surprise you what you discover.
And I'd say, as you think about all the crystals we've talked about today, consider which one really stood out to you. Which one's calling your name? Maybe that's the one to explore further, dig into its history, learn about its lore. You never know what you might find.
Great advice. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive. We'll see you next time.
Until then, happy exploring.